Hi, my name is Alinka Vasilescu, and I am an 8th grade French immersion student. I am so glad to be sharing my presentation with you, and I hope you enjoy it. My question is there a possibility for scuba divers to see behind them from a fin point of view? How will it help the coral reefs? The purpose of my innovation is to help scuba divers execute safer dives while also protecting ocean life, to reduce the damage scuba divers are doing, and to give scuba divers a sense of direction of where their fins are. For instance, accidents always happen, and scuba divers often accidentally hit their buddy swimming behind them, which is uncomfortable and can possibly lead to injuries or damage expensive equipment. It is estimated that 88% of divers make contact with coral reefs while scuba diving. So many coral are hit and affected by scuba divers' fins, and unfortunately, no matter how much training is completed per diver, it is impossible to always avoid hitting them. Coral reefs are some of the most biologically diverse ecosystems on Earth, which provide so many resources for humans and ocean life. My hypothesis is if we add a sensor camera to the fins, then scuba divers can be more aware of what is behind them and, in conclusion, will reduce the amount of damage they do to marine life. When a coral reef gets hit, it can break or rip. But what impact does this have on marine life and humans? Although scuba diving doesn't harm the coral reefs equally as much as climate change events, it can still harm them and unfortunately takes away from the rest of the ocean life and humans. Over 500 million people rely on coral reefs for food, income, protecting coastlines from storms and erosion, providing medicine, and that is just the start. Without coral reefs, 25% of marine life would lose their habitat, coastal fishing industries would collapse, and it would also economically impact coastal tourism. A dive computer is a tool used by scuba divers which typically goes on the right wrist. It tracks important information like depth limits, time, the amount of nitrogen in your body, and other information that help make dives safe. What is FinCam? I previously discussed the dangers of losing coral reefs and what a dive computer is, but what exactly am I changing? FinCam is a sensor camera that sticks to one of your scuba dive fins, which you can view on your dive computer. This is what the current Shearwater dive computer looks like. The main screen stays the same on the changes I've made, however, I have added a new button. This is my design for the dive computer. There are plenty of different dive computer brands that manufacture different types of computers. I am using a Shearwater Paradox dive computer. I am adding another piezoelectric button that will be placed on the bottom right corner of the computer. You use the button to exit and enter the camera optionally. The camera has a sensor which works when the dive computer is turned on and active and uses echo times from sound waves that reflect off of objects 20 centimeters away, which are captured by the transmitter. When the sensor detects something of close proximity, the computer would vibrate and the left side of the main screen would show the camera. If you want to view the full main screen again, this would be when you press the button. The transmitter, which in this case is the camera, will receive movement from the scuba diver moving his fins, which will send a message to the receiver. The signal transmission is done in encrypted codes, which are then sent over different frequencies where it is decoded at the receiver. The camera is 132 millimeters long, 36 millimeters high, and 9 millimeters wide. This is where the camera should be stuck to the fin. It should be safely stuck to a flat surface, preferably near the edge of the fin, in order for the diver to have a good view of what is behind them. It is stuck with adhesive sticky gel, which is very strong, waterproof, and difficult to take off the fin or separate the camera from the patch, but with effort it is possible. Therefore, sticking the patch onto your fin is not permanent. The camera sees a 180-degree view and it is battery powered, so it won't require a charger. The camera can help avoid hitting your buddy swimming behind you, protect historical statues and shipwrecks from destruction, and help you see when you are kicking up sand behind you, which can make the visibility very murky. Kicking up sand is dangerous for yourself and other divers as well as the coral and marine life. After all my research, my hypothesis was proved to be correct. FinCam can be very helpful to coral reefs and improve the scuba diver's skills and self-awareness. FinCam is functional and very easy to use with minimal struggle. Thank you so much for listening to my presentation. Since I am a diver, I am very passionate about this innovation and believe that it can support scuba divers and the coral reefs.